right, so we'll send people out, and Mike, maybe we could talk about the vision, because the idea was that
You need to be more specific with the mic. Yeah.
Mike D, Mike C, whatever. But we're going to talk about what we hope to, like in 5 years, what vision is, what do we hope to do? And I think that as Wayne was talking, what we're trying to do as our goal, our objective, is to make more connections between Ann Arbor and Detroit and the whole metro area, because we're only going to be strong if we have the whole metro area be strong. We're all too small, even Detroit, to be a player. Like we talked about China. We never heard of Wuhan, a city of what, 11 million? So Detroit is really a small metro area, and if we're going to be successful, each of us, we have to all be successful. And we're reading in the papers about some of our big players struggling, like Ford Motor Company, stock at the lowest, but we have to come together. So that's part of our vision, to get people in Detroit, talking to people in Ann Arbor, and people in Macomb, talking and wherever, and go from the small regionalization. So can you guys share maybe a little bit of what your vision is, why you're involved in this?
So the beauty of attending a Dr. Rob Pasek event is you never know what's going to come at the end of the event. So we're, here we are talking about this. No, I think in terms of, why I got involved with it, starting out as I came out of consulting and operations, my network had kind of atrophied. It was funny, Wayne Baker's book was recommended to me years ago, and his early book about leveraging your social capital is something that I go back to now annually in terms of how you develop a network and how it's intentionally inclusive and what you look for. So I started developing that. And then as I was building that network, people said, oh, you've got to go to Dr. Rob's Leaders Connect in Ann Arbor. It's a fantastic event. And you get 4 or 5 of these people saying the same thing. Eventually, maybe there's something to it. The first couple, it may have been Rob Schiff recommended it. But no, I'm not going to do that. Sorry, Rob. So you start to go, and the connections there are very positive. And then in talking and going through Leadership Detroit and working with Michael Cole, it was another one that everybody said, you got to talk to Michael Cole. Opportunity never came up, and one day at the Leaders Connect we did and connected. And so deciding that, okay, we're all passionate about Detroit and what's going on, and about the region, we've got to have this regional connection. That became something that I'm passionate about, and safely say we're all passionate about developing those connections. So the vision is the more people that we can bring together and start those conversations. We had an event back in last year, July, something like that. And it was really rewarding as everybody kind of sat around in a circle and started talking about what they got out of the event. There were 3, 4, 5 people that said, yeah, I came to this, not knowing what to expect. And I made these connections with people that I didn't know existed, or important, people said, yeah, you really should meet so-and-so, and here was my opportunity to meet so-and-so. Those are the types of things that I find very rewarding, and the reason I'm doing this. Sorry, that was a very long-winded explanation.
Yeah, I've been involved, like I said, with Rob's group for a long time in Ann Arbor, and the power of the connections is really fantastic, Rob. I mean, I've got a lot of great personal stories. One of them involves my son, who we just found out is kind of high-functioning, autism spectrum, super smart kid, and I was able to meet somebody at one of your programs who's now kind of a career coach for him. And I'm connecting him with some members of people that I know in the tech community, because he's a real techie. And they're just right now scheduling interviews, kind of informational interviews for him to go around, and they're both going to be involved in the interviews. Sylvia, yes. So she's great. And so you never know where the connections are going to go. But certainly on the professional side has been great. But launching this program in Detroit is really a lot about Detroit and the great things that are going on in the city here.
Your personal story?
So, well, I don't want to get too personal, but my wife and I actually, yeah, my wife grew up on the east side of Detroit. I was born in Detroit, and we recently purchased a city cottage in Detroit just to get down here more. I don't know if that's an applause-worthy kind of thing, but no, but it's really to, it's for fun, because there's a lot of great fun things going on here, but just the opportunity to get involved in some things that are really kind of positive for the city of Detroit. I mean, pretty much my entire life, it seems like the city of Detroit's been kind of on a downward kind of slope, and so for the last decade, it's been exciting to see it start re-emerging, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I think part of bringing a group together like this is the kind of group of people that's going to be involved in helping make all that happen. Leaders and your connections, and taking a lot of things that have been positive going on in Midtown and with the small investment company or startup companies like Charlie's helping out with West Michigan, and moving all that kind of positive energy out into the neighborhoods and some of the stuff that's going on in the neighborhoods now, and with the people that have been living here for decades. So that's and that's part of the point of connecting Ann Arbor and Detroit a little bit more, I think, to help the leaders on both sides to be a little bit more culturally aware. I think that's a positive for all of us and for the region.
Thank you. And I would, if some more people want to go out, looks like the line is getting a little low, maybe the people in the middle there, if you want to get a signed copy, probably anybody at this point, but I just wanted to open the mic here a little bit because I know there was Eric reported on what happened in my group, but I'd like to open the mic to people to talk about maybe something really exceptional that they'd like to share with the whole group in terms of an ask. I had the opportunity to meet Carl. Carl, what's your last name? Is that what? Slide. And Carl's Creative Windows is on Industrial. I must have driven by there 5,000 times, and I never knew that Carl was there, so it's great to meet. But does anybody else want to share what happened in your small group in terms of something that was said that you thought was really interesting, and maybe the bigger group can give some people some ideas? What are some of the other asks that we heard? Caroline? Caroline, stand up, please. Face the camera. You're
So many requirements. Oh my goodness, I want camera too. Okay, Caroline Sanders, Eastern Michigan University. Two asks. I had one too, but two asks. One was that we have a gentleman that has expertise in human resources, but also in leadership coaching, and he desires to share that information with a younger demographic instead of dealing with us old crutchety people who like to work with the youth. And so I was able to offer him some connections with youth organizations that I have relationships with. So I've already sent one email. And then my other group partner expressed that his business in public relations and marketing is growing exponentially. And we talked about whether or not he knows how to delegate. And so from that hesitant answer, I suggested that he might want to utilize college students that are high functioning in that particular area and need internships. Sometimes free labor, or sometimes labor, with a decent hourly rate but no benefits needed because they're still in their parents. So, and then I had two asks, and they both helped. Well, one of my asks was related to a request for me to run for political office and some shenanigans, and I got some support to reach out to mentors that I have either internally or externally for advice. And the other was about a promotion at work and how I might be able to go about that. So we solved the world problem.
Does anybody else want to share with you?
You're on the spot.
I've been voluntold, yes. I'm Cindy Gardner, I'm with PNC Bank, and within our group, we talked about the vet who is looking for opportunities to connect with people outside of Wayne County based on her new responsibilities at work. So I'm going to be connecting her to what we consider the mayor of Downriver, who actually works for us, knows everybody down there, and hopefully can open up some connections for that. SUMA is looking for a board member, and so I'm connecting her to another organization, which is Women Leadership, and looking, that way she can kind of make the ask and see if there's people out there that would be interested in joining.
What people want to sign up for?
And then my ask was, I run a small business group within PNC, and I am looking to build bench strength. We had quite a bit of turnover from people being promoted, moving into other positions, and I don't have a bench at all for our people coming up. And so Yvette is talking about how I can connect with community college and some other organizations that maybe we can start having those conversations to get passive candidates, people that are thinking about entering the job force or maybe are working but looking for expansion and therefore connect that way. So it was awesome.
Thank you very much.